Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Core Keeper. So you did it, you killed the first 3 bosses, and now your adventure really begins. You venture out into the wilderness and you've come across Azeos, the Sky Titan. Now you're trying to figure out how to get this guy down here, so we're gonna go take a step back, jump back to the core, and start from the beginning and see where we go. So we'll be right back, let's go. Alright, so here we are back at our home base, and you've obviously unlocked this NPC right here, and what he's going to give you is the Azeos, the Sky Titan scanner. Now this is going to tell you where he is. So if you don't do this, I believe either the core or this guy will tell you what direction he's in. So they may say northeast, northwest, north, south, whatever. In my case, he did say northeast, so it's right here in this location. You can see that's where we just were. But the other thing you're going to need to get Azeos to come down is this large, shiny, glimmering object. So you're going to need 10 copper, 10 iron, scarlet, 5 gold, and 3 ancient gemstones just to get this going. So once you have that going, you can see we have it right here. Now we can head back to that area, set it down. It'll summon Azeos the Sky Titan, and then we can start the fight. But let's just go over what we're going to need real quick before we get to that point. So we've got that. Now I'm going to head back to my other base over in the wilderness, and we're going to start from there. Then we'll go kick this bird's butt and get you some of that loot. So we'll be right back again. Alright, so we're back over here at my base in the wilderness. We're just going to do a quick rundown of the gear that we're going to use for this. Maybe you have better stuff, maybe you don't have as good of stuff, but we'll get you squared away so you can take this bird out. So if you haven't got the rune song yet, go ahead and check out my video on how to get it. It's super simple on where to find the parts and everything like that. Get yourself that rune song. And if you have an ancient pickaxe already, then you're a step ahead of the game. But if not, go ahead and use the scarlet pickaxe. And same with the rune song. If you don't have that yet, a scarlet sword will work just as well. That's going to be the top tier gear that you can have at this point right now. The scarlet armor, if you can pull it off as well, definitely wear that because we need that critical hit chance, we need that health, and we need that armor. And then you can see the 3 set, killing an enemy increases critical hit chance by 3%, stacks up to 5 times, so it's definitely helpful. Skills, again, go ahead and double check to see if you need to respec and put your skills into something more of a fighting setup as opposed to an exploring or mining setup. It's always beneficial. It's only 200 ancient coins per skill, so if you have 1 or 2 that you need to reset, go ahead and do that. It's definitely helpful. For this fight, obviously, we're not going with the Soul of Azeos, his power yet, because we're taking this as if you were just fighting him for the first time. So the jewelry we have on, just a grub egg necklace, just for the plus 18.1% melee damage. And we have a clot ring for the plus 3 life on melee hit, the leech. And then we have our caveling mother's ring. The clot ring and the larva, or the grub egg necklace, can be found in the clay caves from the larva down there. They drop them all the time. And the caveling mother's ring, I believe you can either get it in the wilderness, you might be able to get it in the Forgotten Ruins, but I know I got mine in the wilderness here. So that's where we're going with, just to kind of regen some health while we're at it, while we're in the fight there. And our food is pretty much standard. The one that stands out a little bit right here is the crunchy mold cheese, because you're going to need the puffingi that you can find in the mold dungeons in the wilderness here. So that's definitely going to be advantageous. It gives us that plus 8% reduced damage taken from bosses for 5 minutes, which Sky Titan Azeos is a boss, so we definitely want that. Our Hardy Pepper Wrap, which consists of the bomb peppers and the hardy berries. 25 max health and 21% movement speed, which is going to be beneficial in this fight. We are going to have to run around and do something during this fight. Gooey stone dip snack, which I believe is Karok and larva meat, plus 23 armor, plus that extra 6% critical hit chance for 2 minutes, which is be right about where the fight should be. And that's pretty much it. So we have our greater healing potions, obviously, which can be made with the distillery. And then we have our Guardian's Potion, which is also going to give us that plus 16% reduced damage taken from bosses for 1 minute. So we'll probably proc a couple of those. And then, of course, we do have our large, shiny, glimmering object to draw Azeos down so we can begin the fight. That's pretty much all we have. And so we're going to go ahead and head up there, and I'll meet you guys up there. We'll get ready to take this bird on. All right, so we're up here now, and you'll notice the area, how it's set up. It is a circle, basically, and you'll see there are some areas out here that you can get out to. That's going to be necessary. So what we're going to do is go ahead and build some bridges across. And this is going to be advantageous for this fight. So if you have something like this, or if you have extra ground that you can lay out, go ahead and do that. At least probably, I would say 4 spots. So top, bottom, left, and right. Something like that. So we have this down here as well. I don't know what this guy's doing over here. We're going to go ahead and take care of him. Another one here. Creeping out of the mold dungeon. Anyways, so you've no doubt seen Azeos flying over. So what we're gonna have to do is go ahead and put our egg here. Now, once we drop this, he's gonna come down. He or she is gonna come down and then begin the fight. So before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and eat our food and well, we'll hold off on the potion. We're just gonna go ahead and eat our food right now so we can get that going. Once we start the fight, we'll probably drop the Guardian potion and get that going. So let's get to it. So here's how the fight starts out. He's going to be sitting right in front. You're going to see he's going to do these pillars of light. So do your best to avoid these. We're going to go ahead and drop our Guardian's potion. And then just start wailing on him. Now this is where you're going to need to do some stuff. So these right here, if you don't take those out, he's going to start drawing health, regenerating his health from that. So take these out right when you see them, and then get back on the offense. And just wail away on him. Not a difficult fight whatsoever. If you know ahead of time to go ahead and take those out, he only popped off, what, 3 of those crystals. You jump on him real quick. Kind of like what we did with the Hive Mother, so when the eggs came out real quick, we went and took those out, and it's just a super easy fight to focus on. So that is Azeos the Sky Titan. We've got his chest here. There's the soul. You can't do anything with that yet. Once you kill him, you will be granted the soul of Azeos, which gives you a plus 10% chance to spawn a Thunder Beam on melee critical hits. Now, you kind of want to be careful with this. I would only activate this if you're outside of your base, if you're out fighting or adventuring or something like that. Because you have a chance to proc this when you're just mining walls and everything too. And if you're doing that in your base, you have a chance to just wreck a whole section of your base. Because it'll go about 10 tiles long. So be careful with that. But have fun with it. Use it when you're fighting. It's definitely a boost. Especially when you're mining. It'll take out a lot of the harder walls. So that's that. Let's open this chest and see what we got. Alright, so we have 2 sky rings. And we have a broken handle, which is nice. So if you don't have the rune song yet, this is definitely a place where you can get it. You can also get the ancient pickaxe from here if you haven't had it yet. And I don't know what other items you can get, but the sky ring right here is going to be plus 7% critical hit chance and plus 13.5 melee damage. So a super good item right there. So we're going to go ahead and take all this, and we're going to pick up this chest. And we're going to head out of here victorious. So that's all we have for this video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you join the community. Link in the description to join the Discord. Go ahead and hop in there, and we'll talk all things Core Keeper. So with that being said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay original, my friends. We'll see you in the next one. Later.